This is LaRonda Howard from Our 2 Cents. And today in the studio we have Musiq SoulChild. Welcome to North Carolina A&T Music. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, Musiq, you have a new album coming out the 3rd of May. The title is Musiq in the Magic.
Correct.
What can your listeners expect on this album?
Just like all my other albums, I always try to push things along. I want to make it so my music is more universal, where more people will be willing to, well, more people will be entertained by my music than just a small group of people. So I like to incorporate things that I've learned that people like in music. I see a lot of people like pop music now,
Right.
And that's okay. I just realized that it would help if I incorporate some of that pop sensibility, but don't lose the soulful,
Right.
you know,
The soulfulness of your music.
the soulfulness of my music at the
Right.
same time, which is it's a tightroad to walk, you know, to make music that's creatively substantial, but also, you know, commercially accessible at the same time.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah.
In the music industry, a lot of artists they're not singing about love.
Right.
You know, what is your take on that? Why do you think that's what's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that because everything is changing, that love songs are kind of looked at as like grown folks music, and I think what's moving the industry now is what young people are into. And I mean, it's totally understandable. Young folks don't really know that much about love, so they're not going to be interested that much into listening to a whole bunch of love songs.
Right.
But it's when they get older that they're going to be looking for those songs.
Exactly.
So I guess I'm thinking about that, and my thing is, okay, you might not really be all the way interested in everything that my music is about, but eventually you will. And
Yeah.
it will be here for you, you know, when
Okay.
you're ready.
Now, on this album, who did you collaborate with?
Feature-wise, as far as other artists, only Swiss Beats.
Okay.
But production-wise and songwriting-wise, a whole lot of people that, you know, you probably haven't heard of, but you've heard of their music. And I'm honored that I had an opportunity to work with them, and I'm actually very, very sure and confident that you guys will really enjoy the work that we were able to put together for this project, Musiq in the Magic.
Now, for this album, what was your inspiration?
My inspirations for making this album were you know, really, really practical. You know, I wanted to put another album out.
Right.
I wanted to generate a reason to be out here connecting with my people and touring and performing new music. I wanted to get, you know, make some money, but more so because I wanted to always, you know, stay in the game, because I know that I can offer up things that are necessary, and this is not just because of how I feel about what it is that I do, but it's more so because of what people tell me. People consistently tell me how much my music affect them in a very positive way, so I don't ever want to stop doing that. I always want to be responsible for that in some way. But yeah, it's really simple. I just want to always keep coming out and keep putting out good music.
Right. Now, one of the things you just said is that you wanted to make money. So, did you feel, or do you feel, the economic crunch?
Not necessarily. I've always had a hard time, so I don't really feel no crunch any more than, you know, it's always been. It's not really, you know, it's a very challenging time for soul singers, because, you know, just like we mentioned earlier, not everybody is interested in that formula of music. Everybody wants quick, fast, right now, whatever's hot, whatever's trending, whatever's the next thing, and that's all cool and fine. So I don't really feel a crunch per se. It's always been a grind for me, but that only motivates me to work that much harder.
Right. Now, as an artist, how would you define success?
I would define success as your career affecting more than just you. You know, well, in my case, just me. My career having an effect on more than whatever my personal endeavors are, whatever my personal goals and dreams, and whatever my personal intentions and agenda is, for it to successfully have a positive effect on other people and change their lives and help them along within their lives and their relationships, and just simply enhance their quality of life. That is what I define as success. I mean, yeah, the money defines the success, the accolades and the awards and the pats on the back from different institutions and things. Those are definitely definitions of success professionally, but personally, I think that when you can still come out 10 years later, 6 albums later, and people still care about what it is that you do, and still looking forward to what you have to put out, and can't wait for it to come, that urgency is still there. That right there to me is how I define success.
Okay, and you've been in the music industry for 10 years.
Yeah.
And for 10 years we have watched your fashion or your sense of style change throughout the years. So
Yeah.
what fashion rules do you follow?
I don't really have any rules. I guess just whatever you do, just make it fresh. You know, whether I'm on a vintage kick or whether I'm trying to be modern, whether I'm trying to be innovative on some creative stuff, whether I'm being classic, whether I'm being, I don't know. I just try to keep it as fresh as I can keep it. Keep make it as fresh as I can make it. I don't really have no one way. Like it really.
Do you just dress how you feel?
Yeah.
Or based on the occasion?
Yes. That plays a big part. That plays a big part in how I dress. You know, I work with a lot of stylists, and I learned a lot by having things pulled for me and on certain occasions and under certain circumstances, working with, you know, professional stylists and professional fashion people. However, ultimately, I choose what I wear. Like most of what you see me in is basically me putting it together. You know, and you know, in the beginning there was a lot of misses. You know,
Oh, yeah.
they all can't be hits, but you know, so is the cycle of life.
Right.
You
Right.
know, but I learned a lot through the years of, you know, having my pictures taken and looking at certain things like, whoa, what was I thinking? You know,
Yeah.
and I'll admit to it, they all wasn't fresh, but you learn. And
do.
and through the years, I like to think and feel like I've gotten better at it and gotten better at
And
it.
you have.
Thank you. I
truly
appreciate
have.
that.
Well, we would like to thank you for being a part of our show today of Our 2 Cents.
Thank you for sure.
And do you want to go ahead and plug or promote your new song? We'll go ahead and play it for you before the break.
Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone all across the world, this is my new song off my new album, Musiq and the Magic, in stores May 3rd, featuring Swiss Beats. This is Anything.
All right, we're done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.